Ivano, welcome to Dublin Social TV.
Thanks very much for having me. Cheers, really
good to have you.
it.
Not at all. I think what the main thing that's on your mind at the moment that's taking up a lot of your time is Afterdark.ie.
Yeah, it is indeed. It is indeed. It's been going for 3 years now, and 2 years of it kind of by myself, and then my brother came back from Australia on his year off, and he's come into the company now, and we're just progressing with it. Like, I mean, we're based in Dublin for the 3 years now, just over 3 years. Third birthday there in Samsara back in March, and things are going. It's going stronger and stronger. But I'd be lying to you if I said like it's not a lot more work with the way things are at the moment, and it is. Yeah. It's how I feel. You have to work doubly hard to try and get the same return as you were in 2007, 2008, for 2009.
You spend a lot of time in Reynards, you spend a lot of time in Cocoon as well.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of time gone into that before. I mean, starting as a DJ, working your way up, and out to the stage where you're making approaches for nightclubs. I mean, that's not easy, but it takes a lot of drive and ambition.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I mean, I started DJing, I'm 26 now, I started DJing when I was, I think, 15, something like that, so 11 years DJing now in total, but it was a case of building up things. Like, I started DJing just by a pure accident. I was organising my brother's 13th birthday party in Westwood Disco. Like,
what age were you at the time?
I was 15, he was 13.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was 15, I was organising his 13th.
So you'd done it all at that stage.
I'd done a few gigs, but like, it literally was a case of, you know, I was organising it, and they said, listen, you know, you're going to need, you know, X, Y and Z, security, you need a DJ, and I said, no, well, I'm going to DJ, I'm a DJ, and they were like, oh, well, we're looking for a DJ for our teen disco, and I said, well, grand. So I did that, they liked it, and then did the teen disco from there, and then moved on to Wesley, so Wesley, you know, Wesley, which is legendary back in the day, of course, for everyone. 15 years of age, I remember it was 2 days before my junior cert English exam, and I was DJing, and like, you know, my parents didn't really mind. Like, they were like, well, look, you know, as long as you're studying, I think they always knew that I wasn't going to be that type of person that was going to kind of work for someone. I always had that kind of drive. Like I was attracted to money from a young age, so I always had that drive. I always had that drive just to do my own thing, and hence the DJing happened, and you know, that worked really well. Like, I mean, things just kind of fell into place, and then from Wesley I came to Reynards, and then I got Cocoon, and then I got onto the kind of the pirate radio scene. Owned a pirate radio station for a little bit. Very good. Didn't last too long. we got shut down quite quickly. But
decisions are made, whether they're good or bad. It's for your own benefit that you make these mistakes. And
you learn. You learn from your mistakes, and I'm still making mistakes. I make a mistake every day. Like, you know what I mean. And if I can get rid of that mistake the next day, well, then it's a benefit. Like, you know, you have to take knocks to get there. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not all success. Like, I had a company that went bust there 2 years ago, like, you know what I mean, and you learn from it. Like, you know what I mean, if I didn't have that, maybe I would be arrogant, or, you know, I think I'm invincible, and it's better to have that knock when you're younger. Like, what happened to me when I was 24, better to have that knock then, you know, say when I'm 30, 34, when it could have been a lot more, it could have been a lot worse, like, you know what I mean.
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, you have a baby on the way.
I do, yeah.
How many months left?
Sorry,
you're 14. What is it?
We're 14 weeks left. 14 weeks left. Yeah, so just not too long to go. But the whole thing about having a baby keeps you level-headed. It doesn't, you know. A lot of my friends will tell you, like, you know, up to 10 months ago, people would be like, oh, Ivano, you know, party, like, you know, you go out and work, and let's go out after. Where's the after party? Oh, it's in Ivano's house. Well, Cindy's house, my mother's house.
You know it's going to be good.
You know it's going to be good, but now it's very different. You're level-headed. It gets you a lot more hungry. You know, you want to do that bit. You want to be able to support your child, like, for yourself. You always hear people saying this, but you never, until you experience it, you'll never know it. Like, that kind of thing. I've had friends that have had babies, and they always said, oh, I have this extra hunger, extra drive. I'm kind of going, yeah, and then when it happens to you, trust me, it happens to you.
Great. Well, I think at this stage, you said you've made an approach recently with a nightclub. Is that something you want to consider down? It
is, you know, it is. Even though, you know, at the end of the day, we're in the middle of recession, but there's opportunities. There's always going to be opportunities in recession. If you can make your money, if you, as you know, a very experienced business friend of my dad said to me, if you can keep a business head above water in a recession, you'll come out of it with flying colours. You know what I mean? And we're fortunate enough that we're doing that at the moment. We have the right kind of clique, if you will, that are still kind of going out, and they're going to our gigs, and they do support us, and we really do appreciate it. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know.
Well, I think you'll agree when it says that. I mean, live music it's coming alive again. The theatre is getting back in. Gaiety is starting to take off. The likes of, you know, all of these places are people are getting out more. I think they want to invest their money rather than going drinking all night. They want to go, I'm going to go to the Gaiety, I want to spend 20 quid on a ticket or whatever, and
what I feel how from how we've done gigs is it's value for money. People,
Yes.
if they're going out, they want to be entertained. If they're like, it's not a case of 15 quid in the door and there's just Ivano Cafolla DJ. It's 15 quid in the door. It's Ivano DJing. There's bongo player. There's a sax player. There's Brazilian dancers. There's God knows what. Like, you know what I mean. That you have to do that to try and get
Add value to the crowd.
add value to it, like, you know what I mean, and it's key. But how I look at it at the moment is that, like, a lot of people seem to be staying more local, like the Sweet 54s of Dublin,
That's
like,
right,
you know what I
that's
mean,
right.
the Tonics, your Club 92 that's having a comeback,
Yeah.
the Burn Beach Club, they're all, and that's just one area, but people are like out in Bray, like, you know what I mean, the Martello out in Bray, like,
Yeah.
it's people are avoiding the cost of a taxi. That's, if you're going from the Salorgan area, anything from 20 to 15 quid in
Yes.
taxi and then out. So people are saving money, and they'd rather spend that few quid behind the bar than on a taxi. So it doesn't really matter where they're going, like, whether it's town or not.
It looks like your business is going places, but never forget your roots. You came from Reynard's a long time ago. You're now back in Reynard's right now. Do you miss the ease? Did you miss the freedom of just strolling in and mixing around, giving the old wink wherever required?
Definitely, like, Reynard's was, like, I mean, to me, Reynard's, in fairness to Robbie Fox, he kind of took a leap of faith in a 17-year-old DJ. Maybe thanks to my mum and dad being quite pally with him, probably my dad being business partner with him helped a little bit, but you have to take every advantage you can in this world.
Yeah,
And, people say that, you got it through your dad or your daddy, and so what I did, and look what else I got out of it because of that.
That's 10 years ago now.
10 years ago, so I don't, like, I used to love coming into Reynard's and working, especially because it was everyone I knew that was here, and there were people up dancing in these booths which were sitting on. And Robbie, get down, just got them done. I just got them done. But look, it was the crack. But, like, I mean, Reynard's led me on to so many great things. Spirit, which ultimately got me Oxygen, and Cocoon, and everywhere else all around the country, and in the UK and in Marbella and Spain. So I owe a lot to Robbie and Reynard's, and and obviously hugely to John Foley and Cocoon Bar, which I was there for 6.5 years, which is a long time to be in one place.
Yeah,
and I was in Spirit to go to 5.5 years, which is I think is the longest residency in Spirit, whether we changed from Sunday to Friday to Saturday nights. Kind of started downstairs on Sunday doing the gay night down there, and then kind of got upstairs to on Friday nights doing the residency there, and then Saturdays Al Gibbs left, and then we started doing the Saturdays there, which is great for 2.5 years.
Well, listen, there's plenty for us to catch up with, so with your permission, I'd love to talk to you again in a couple of months' time. We'll see how you get on with those.
Love to.
Listen, best of luck, and best of luck with your new baby, your new arrival, and we'll talk to you maybe after August. Look
Cheers,
forward
Paddy.
to it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.